Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Justice for all. First test. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the police to finish the victim off after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? Let's see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it. This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill us today. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I should try to learn more about the murder weapons. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot now. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, I never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. It's this for one. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back. His testimony makes it sound like mine had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Off the ground. How would it be in the head if it was that low? Objection! Did I already try this? Pistol wasn't. Victims. Yeah, victim. Now, why would he have? Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing. The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints. Your fingerprints, along with the victims. Defendant, my face were also on the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hand sleeve. I don't think I got the pistol the first time. Oh, I have her profile Wait a minute, wait a minute. The hole is in the wall on the right, but he was on the left. would the hole be on that side if she was on the right and he was on the left? I don't think I have to use the key at all. Okay, I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gap. After all, there is no room left for doubts. That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes, even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. It's the opinion of this court that you do not just stand for this. See, just as I promised, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do? You change to justify self-defense, because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. I actually do want to do it. Yeah, let's do it. Please justify self-defense. If I is convicted, then it's all over. I really should play it safe and try to solve it. Your Honor, the defense would like to change its plea to justified self-defense. Understood. Let the record show that the defense is untrue. There's nothing else I can do. But yeah, you already hold the key. If you don't believe, you cannot win. If we plead to justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'll be labeled a murderer. Can I really let that happen? Your Honor, yes, the defense retracts its previous statement, and instead prove beyond a shadow of a doubt the defendant is not guilty. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Detective. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are underway. Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Maya's costume. Okay. Alright, Mr. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? What's wrong? He seemed to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal. Even more
Hold it!
this blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the affected screws. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Objection!
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more, then I can shoot here. What should I do? Press harder. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is correct. There's no way for me. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. There's one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, Pat? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Oh, there's a bottle.
Take that!
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There is a tiny hole there. Here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. The hole smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now.
Objection!
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes.
Hold it!
He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically. We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her.
Objection!
I don't know if I have to use her clothes first or the wall.
Objection!
shots fired.
Hold it!
Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Objection! Objection!
There. Costume. Oh. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes. Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defender, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. What is that? Are you finished yet? What? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that my FA was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense motive. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information required added in, of course. You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the trial, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up the one opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. But please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now that your cross-examination, please. So, you're saying that the bullet costume was made then. Sorry, Carl, but yeah, that's what I think. Two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. I'm really glad you were there.
Hold it!
Ai has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire just by pulling the trigger. Even me. Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us so very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth.
Hold it!
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt did you Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and after, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. I'm sorry.
Objection!
Now that you mention it. Yeah.
Objection!
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning? Mr. Phoenix, my Faye was in the middle of a championship. When channeling with the Korean channeling team, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been managed for the doctor. I don't believe her. She even studied up on the Korean channeling. Like I said before, I am about what we were talking about. I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the test.
Objection!
I have to do the cautions
Objection!
twice. Missing the tiny hole on this question will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything. But I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very small. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate. Think. Something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in your argument, Your Honor. Flaw? No, very interesting. I'd love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snappier explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Only thing I can think of is
Take that!
Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me? Prosecutor Von Karma's explanation in this piece of evidence. Do not contradict. Huh? Looks like you need to use your brain a little more. Being lectured by Gumshoe of all people is so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get that thinking cap on. Some distance, but they shot at point blank range. Hold on.
Take that!
Take a look at this. Here we go. 4 points.
Take that!
Oh.
Take that!
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks like you already knew what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Huh? Order. This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this place. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this way. Somewhere around here. The judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, big things for again, Mr. Wright. What? Okay, I got, what's done is done for now. I should focus more on that. Wouldn't be right there, would she? Not there. I want to try here.
Take that!
Standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You, of all people, should know the answer to that question as well. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder bullets present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing up from the victim when she was shot. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be accurate. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. Maya Fey was the real murderer. Why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amused me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Water. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Phew, that was a close one. I knew you were getting it. Oh, you're all defending. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in my head. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. You were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, trick? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, it's the next witness who I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Waterheart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mom? Yeah, do you remember her, Burrow? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first one. Ow! I don't want to hear it. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch on the grid. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the check. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yosha. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day. I haven't even gotten to say my name in John. The name's Waterheart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then, bang, we hear discussion. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant, waving up his story. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I do. Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about my this cross-examination. Just watch me. Only the doc and the defendant went into the chamber. So, it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Why are we here listening to the defense testify? In the world becomes just a little clearer. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot. Now, this is where the story heats up.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Why does seem awful confident in your testimony? Sorry. But please think back to that day one more time. What'd you get? Remember what you said when we broke into your room? What? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my story. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one again.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Could she be more confused? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... Oh. Behind the floating screen. Under the flooring. I want to pick under the flooring. What about under the flooring? Did you check there? I had no ignoramus to make it out here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Under the flooring? Come on, even a bug wouldn't call under there. Sorry to disappoint, but there was no secret passage. Oh yeah, that was a bit far-fetched. Short adds up. What's worse, I was there at the scene of the crime. And her story is exactly how I would have told it. So she did smell that.
Hold it!
Behind the floating screen. What about behind the floating screen? Did you check back there? Wright Gibbon. Huh? What? Wright Gibbon, you know? You reckon? That's a given. That took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that floating screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Wright Gibbon. I mean, I'm having a little difficulty in understanding. If you would stop saying such things as Wright. No, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you see a problem with the testimony you told me? Her story adds up. What's worse?
Hold it!
Was it really only those two that were?
Objection!
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that were. Hold on, we can't have the defense testify against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber. But you knew that from the very beginning. Witness continue.
Hold it!
Are you sure? Wait, click that. you. I wasn't born yesterday. First off, the one that busted the door open was you. But the way you slammed that door, anyone standing behind it would have had more face and less of those free of charge. In any case, there was no one standing behind it. She actually had the police investigate that too. Her story adds up.
Objection! Hold it!
Straight, is Mr. Lawyer there? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Like, tell us what happened. Yes, Miss Farquhar. I broke the door. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. Judge is smiling rather openly. Take that as a good sign. Just as I thought. Nothing wrong. Enough. Seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the Chandler chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Is there anything I can present that it's not my activity? I had to do a lot of pressing and then use this option. Can I present using that? Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I can do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I totally 100% endorse you. Ms. Farquhar, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning will occur. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect my the defense. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls, her clothes are a bit soft. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. How? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the challenge. Do you remember what you told us? Dr. Gray. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Question Lana one more time, please. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to and the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. The cross-examination is already. Furthermore, the unrelated... it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have someplace I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, hey, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was my hand. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and bullets and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at my hand and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Now, I look at when we broke into that room. Perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Well, I reckon that's possible.
Objection!
The body inside that room is not that of Dr. Gray. And whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after Canada? Ow! Foolish fools, spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expected. Oh, foolish fools such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is, in fact, dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry. Are y'all done here? Can I continue?
Hold it!
Two, right? Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you have been withholding? No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown this other picture to the court? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. But what? Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Corrupt princes. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Yes. Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you did evidence to the court. On purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a schoolchild? Oh, so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, will you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to see it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for you to submit this evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not my affair. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not mine? I don't know how I'm going to prove this, but it's not mine. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not my affair. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. That somehow, this other person snuck in and traded places with the Order, order, order! Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not my affair. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to work. Mr. Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's distribution. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fay. Maya Fay? What? Isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. It's unbelievable that she can. Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fay is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's called. This one Karma, a word if I may. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that picture can't be submitted to evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fay? I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in the picture is not Maya? Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture? The court. Well, her face. Yeah, her face.
Take that!
Please direct your attention here. To her face. With your own two eyes, you can clearly see that this face does not belong to Maya.
Objection!
Fool. Do you even know what you're talking about anymore? That hurt. Can we just finish discussing that her appearance changes during the change? Don't tell me. Everybody's mad at me now. Okay, that's fair. Why don't you point out? Oh, wait. There's no hole. Right? I don't see a hole this time.
Take that!
The contradiction lies here. You don't seem to assure yourself, right? excuse me, but can you really tell me how much confidence I have in this? What is with that attitude? No? Okay, not the hole. Never mind, okay. The blood was on... The blood? It could be done or the blood. The blood.
Take that!
The hole's on her sleeve. It's not on here. Yeah.
Take that!
Okay. Shoot a sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly decide a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood. Don't. Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I'd like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? What incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the ball, I would have gotten her home. As I did, I could not have known that the picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. You can't prove it. Francisca Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you do not want, if you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor gosh. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, the costume had a bullet hole in his sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, please. Put all you've got into this one shot. Got it. Watch this, smile. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. Someone else with bullet holes made later. The bullet holes made later. There's only one explanation for why there is no hole in the sleeve of the picture. The hole was created much later, after the murder took place. After the murder? Hey, those 2 gunshots we heard were before we broke in, or did you forget? Is that how it went? The pistol fired only 2 shots, no more. Doing it, right? Hayes, what are you doing? The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order! 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 Order is not restored. I will suspend this trial. The defendant's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please, enlighten me. Hey, witness. What the heck? Is that any way to ask him? quiet. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my lip will be the last thing you do. But look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't you say... I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honestly. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix. Where did the defendant vanish? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it late? All I want to do is... Well, if the person in this picture is not the man, then this poses two very good questions. First, where did the defendant vanish? Second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer these, Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even he is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around, even now? To turn things around. That's right. Mia will always turn things around and change your perspective. Phoenix. So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that person? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were triggered. Mr. Wright, let's hear where you come from. I think what happened before we first started able to continue to do this. The third person that Your Honor, I'd like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Is the key? I want to try the key first.
Take that!
Please take a good look at this. Don't you see, Your Honor? I don't think you actually see what you're doing. Words. Another piece.
Take that!
Would it be the photo?
Take that!
Chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's use that. Do that from the murder until time for the defendant had left. Do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. The key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? Maya Fey locked herself in, and the key should have been with her. Yes. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Well, ain't that a pity? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you've seen before me. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Carter, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Wright. Phoenix Wright, I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdicts. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. So when you pick a wrong choice, I wonder if you're allowed to go back and do the right one. Wow, that was incredible. You saw my face? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pro. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you... yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick, I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on it. I am here too. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you can take Chloe back home? Sure. Alright, you ready to go buy some tickets? Ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. Bye.